Sure.
What's the most amount of money you lost in a single year?
Tell you what I lost in one day.
What'd you lose?
A little over $8 million.
$8 million. What happened?
I was trading a stock that didn't go my way, and it was like pretty bad. But, over time, we learned from our lessons, made it back, and that's it.
That would cause a lot of people to crash out and do something crazy. How did you maintain composure and not go off the deep end? What was it that kept you going?
I had a bad day, thought about it, and I said, it's just a bad day, and we're going to go back and do whatever we can. So I learned from that mistake. I learned that one thing is always know what your risk is, and always don't underestimate anything at all, because anything can happen any minute, anytime. We don't have any control over anything over this world, and I learned that. So right now, when I decide how much risk I'm going to take in any business, I'll make sure that I could afford what I'm investing if it goes to zero or it fails.
Some of the richest people that I've ever met that worked on Wall Street, they never actually placed a trade. They just got rich off of like a handshake, closing deals. How important was networking for you when you were on Wall Street?
Yeah, that's very interesting. So I think, first of all, you could trade, you could do a lot of things yourself, but the most important thing is networking, where you want to meet people that you want to connect with. And one of the craziest stories is my partner and I, Brian, when we had the broker-dealer, there was one of the biggest companies on Wall Street, the biggest traders on Wall Street. The chairman was about to leave, and we invited him to come to see our company. And basically, I told Brian, I said, you got to call him. You met him at the golf tournament. You got to call him right now. This is now. He's going to remember you. Bring him over, and let's show him what we do. And he did that. The gentleman was extremely respectful and super kind. And he did come to the company. He looked at us, and he looked at me and said, how the hell did you build this so undercover? It's an amazing business. And he became the chairman of my company. And from then on, this is where we got more and more people that you got to be able to attract the best people in the industry if you want to make a lot of money.
I love how you said when he had to call him now. How important was speed for you?
It was everything. If he didn't call him that, like now, and I remember he ran around the pool and he was a little nervous, and he called him, and the guy said yes, and he came to me and he said, wow, he's coming over. But then we had to have something real that, that was valuable for him to invest, and he did invest and became the chairman. That was like where we pivoted in the company, and that's where that took us to the next level. So speed is extremely important. When you want something, you got to go for it. And manifesting is the most important thing you can do in business.
So talk to me about that, manifesting though, because not a lot of business people, they don't really talk about the mindset too much, but it seems like that's been very important for you.
It's very important. I mean, manifesting is something I do every day, and I believe in it so much, and I've done that since I was like 10 years old. Like, if I really, really want something, I'm going to go for it, and I'll do everything to get it. Doesn't matter how I'm going to get it, legally, of course, but everything that I need to do, I'm going to do to be able to acquire what I want.
So what does your self-talk look like?
I mean, it's very different for everything. I think one of the self-talks is probably like, I smile, I think, and I go, yeah, I'm going to get this. And I know exactly how, and I think in my head, what are the steps for me to achieving that? And I create this whole story, and then I go for it.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
Great. Well, thank you very much.